Have you ever watched a Formula One race and wondered why some tires are red, some yellow, and some white? Or why sometimes a tire suddenly turn green or even bright blue when it rains? There's actually a deep meaning behind every color you see, and understanding them unlocks a whole new level of strategy in F1. Today, we're breaking down exactly what each color means, how the compounds work, and why they matter more than most fans realize. Tires in Formula One are the #1 performance factor. More important than the engine, more important than the aerodynamics. Because even if you have the fastest car in the world, if your tires aren't in the right temperature window, the car won't turn, won't brake, and won't grip the road. The color markings on the tire sidewalls are the quickest way for teams, commentators, and fans to know what compound a driver is on, because each compound has its own behavior, speed, and lifespan. And that means the color of a tire can literally tell you the strategy a team is using. Pirelli manufactures 5 dry compounds, labeled C1 through C5. C1 is the hardest and most durable, while C5 is the softest and fastest. But here's where people get confused. Only 3 of those compounds are brought to each race. And regardless of which 3 are chosen, Pirelli always marks them with the same colors: red for soft, yellow for medium, and white for hard. So even though the softness changes every weekend, the colors stay consistent to make everything easy to follow. Let's start with the red tire, the soft compound. When you see red on the sidewall, it means maximum grip, maximum pace, and maximum aggression. The soft tire gives drivers the fastest lap times and the sharpest handling. The car feels planted, reactive, and alive. But there's a price. The soft tire overheats quickly and wears out fast. In qualifying, it's the king. But in the race, a soft stint is usually short and risky. Still, teams use softs when they need to attack, defend, or take advantage of a safety car restart. Next is a yellow tire, the medium compound. This is the most balanced tire in Formula One. It offers a good mix of grip, endurance, and stability. It doesn't overheat as quickly as the softs, but it still gives respectable pace. That's why most teams start the race on mediums. It gives flexibility. You can push, you can defend, and you can extend your stint long enough to choose your strategy later. The medium tire is the backbone of most race strategies because it simply does everything well. Then there's the white tire, the hard compound. This is the toughest, most durable tire available for that weekend. It has the least grip, and it takes the longest time to warm up. Drivers often complain that hard tires feel slippery at the beginning of a stint. But once they get into their temperature window, the hards become extremely consistent. They thrive on hot tracks, high-speed circuits, and places where tire wear is brutal. Teams use the hard compound when they're aiming for long stints or a one-stop strategy. It may be the slowest tire, but if used correctly, it can win races through consistency and endurance. But racing isn't always dry. When it rains, tire colors change completely. Green tires are the intermediates, used when the track is damp but not fully wet. Intermediates have grooves that push water away, but not too many grooves, so they can still survive on a drying track. They're the most adaptable wet weather tire, and they're famous for delivering unpredictable moments because a drying track can suddenly make them extremely fast or extremely slow. Then there's the blue tire, the full wet. This is the most extreme rain tire available, with deep grooves designed to push massive amounts of water away. At full speed, a single full wet tire can clear more than 60 liters of water per second. It's slow, but in heavy rain it's the only safe option. However, full wets overheat almost immediately on a drying surface, so teams avoid them unless conditions are truly dangerous. One thing many new fans misunderstand is why the meaning of the red, yellow, and white tires seems different from race to race. The truth is, the colors don't change, but the compounds do. For example, at Monaco, the soft tire might be the ultra-grippy C5, but in Silverstone, the soft tire might actually be the C3, because the track surface and tire loads are completely different. Every race weekend, Pirelli analyzes the track temperature, asphalt roughness, corner speeds, and historical tire where to choose 3 compounds. But no matter which compound they pick, the softest of those 3 is always marked red. The middle compound is yellow, and the hardest is white. It's all relative to that specific weekend. Understanding tire colors means understanding race strategy. Softs mean a driver is attacking or preparing to push for overtakes. Mediums mean the team wants flexibility, consistency, and a stable pace. Hards mean the team is gambling on endurance, tire conservation, and long-term strategy. Intermediates and what's mean chaos, uncertainty, and rapid decision-making. Tire choice affects everything, from undercuts to overcuts, from pit stop timing to race pace, from how a driver manages fuel to how they battle wheel to wheel. Even the way a tire heats up tells you how aggressively a driver can fight. Colors make it possible to understand all this instantly, just by looking at the car. Without the color system, watching an F1 race would be almost impossible to follow. You'd have no idea who's conserving tires, who's about to pit, who's going long, or who's about to attack. The colors tell a story. They reveal each team's strategy, each driver's approach, and each moment's potential. Red means danger and speed. Yellow means balance and control. White means endurance and patience. Green means adaptability. Blue means survival. So the next time you watch an F1 race, pay attention to those tire colors. They might look simple, but they hold the key to understanding everything happening on track. They're not just markings. They're a roadmap to the entire strategy of Formula One, hidden in plain sight.